I assume that MBK is just going to tap out of this round and try and save. Indeed he will. So it's going to be Penta taking a round back for themselves at 2-1. Can MBK keep this weapon though? He's actually tapping from long range, does get the frag, but now this opens up things for Mike S, who's already made a move around the left-hand side. I believe that MBK may have heard him as he jumped through the window. Mike S will be pushing and will take the M4 away from EnVyUs, so that's a pretty important frag, and you can see what that does to the economy. If they save one of these weapons, then they could have dropped to Devils and put 2.7k, then bought up the rest of the team. They're still going to buy, but this is going to put Devil into a UMP as opposed to a rifle, and MBK may very well follow the same suit. He's going to go for the scout. He's a player that's known, honestly, he's known for being a scout player on B, jumping up into the B apps, looking for those tasty one-taps. So normally you'd say a Mirage, like a scout's nothing too spectacular, but in the hands of MBK, like this can be a game changer. So I'll have to wait and see if that's going to come to fruition. Lola meanwhile is going to be spamming down on mid, and Penta looking for some sweet mid control. Kenny S should get the drop on Lowell, actually lets him go by. So the call will come through now. Kenny's going to try and wrap himself around the back. I mean, this is a pretty ballsy play in the sense that if someone's underpass, he would be a dead man, but instead he does get the better of the frag and now can assume connector control for himself. So a decent opening pick. It's going to be Lowell that feels the pinch. EnVyUs don't have anyone peeking over on the catwalk side, so they're not going to have mid control any longer. Especially as Kenny S has now moved away from window, but that's Devil with a perfect timing peek. Tossing the player that gets wrecked next, and now Penta into somewhat of a tenuous situation. Looking to force their way out here. Crystal on Palace. Stefan and Mike S out on the Tetris side. Stefan's going to get the spray down. Can he get any more for his troubles though? Kenny S meanwhile is just around the side of Firebox. Meanwhile Happy on the ticket booth, and it's all down to Mike S, and he can't do anything. Solid round for EnVyUs, all things considered, and I think Kenny S's play out of the window, the frag onto connector was super important. It just alleviated a lot of the pressure. And Penta are into an eco. Who's the best caster in my opinion? I feel like you can't necessarily say the best caster, right? I feel like the way that CS is developed broadcasting wise, and it isn't an eco by the way, just to correct myself, I actually went for a force with 2 AKs. But I think you have to say duo, and I think all 3 of the top duos are amazing. But I'd probably still side with Anders and Samla. Because these guys have been doing it for so long, and I don't know, they've been at a very good level for a long time. Apex will be pushing towards Palace, and Mike S will get the better of him as well. So that opens up Palace nicely. The rest of the team is starting to force their way out. Mike S is going to get himself a second frag. Beautiful entry work. And that will be the site taken. Penta's force spy certainly paying out in spades. Crystal's going to get the plant. They do have Happy, who's on the staircase, waiting to see a couple of players, but he's going to get nothing out of this one. Goes for the spam through the boxes, does land the frag, but runs out of bullets, so he has to turn his attention, lands the tap through the box, and then the nade lands by the feet of Crystal, and that, opens up this round for a potential retake out of nothing. I thought this was definitely going to be going the way of Penta, but now there's a couple of question marks over the round, especially as Happy's in the perfect position to strike. He's got the first one, and the second one. Happy, are you actually serious? You can't be serious. He's picked up the ace of the clutch, and EnVyUs are going to pull this round out their backside. What the actual hell did I just witness? Oh my god. Happy with one of the craziest clutches you will see. Just out of nowhere. It's typically those kind of clutches that you just never see coming. They just creep up on you. I don't think we're going to be able to beat that today, boys. I think that's probably the play of the match. And the play of the night. Apex. Trying to hold this on. I'm kind of flustered at this point, guys. Like, in a way, I just want to have a moment of silence for Penta's confidence for their life. Happy with the triple nade. Oh my god, what is happening? What is life? What is Counter-Strike? Mike S now with a P250. He's going to die to Kenny S. I'm just done. I'm just done, boys.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
So yeah, happy in these last 2 rounds. I just want to throw a stat out there for you as well, by the way. Before the last 2 rounds, Happy had a grand total of 0 kills. He's now on 8. He got an ace and he got a triple nade. So, what a difference a couple rounds can make, right? I don't think I've witnessed back-to-back rounds as awesome as that, by the way. That is just nuts. And it appears that PENTA, who are not going to be deterred by the fact they just got aced and triple naded over on A, are going to go back there again, and it's going to be a very similar result with everyone dying. I also love how the auto director is like, what's that, bro? You got all the terrorists pushing into A site, and we have just like a random CT player on B by himself. We'll switch to that guy. No one's interested in seeing the frags, of course. Jesus. It seems PENTA have finally had enough of A site. Well, this could be playing into the M4 of MBK. They must know that he's going to be here. I mean, MBK is always around the B apps. Rash B. MBK is lonesome for now, but he does have some backup in the hands of Kenny S. Again, let's watch the player that's nowhere near the action, auto director. That is fantastic. Steph with double frags, though, with the Tech 9 as Lola's going to be watching the back. Now, there is a reason to watch him, because Happy's about to come around the corner, and he is going to get destroyed. Kenny S with the AWP. Last player. Wants to save. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not intelligent enough or talented enough to multitask streaming, solo casting, and controlling the camera by myself. Maybe one day I can aspire to be that cool, but today's not that day. Rip Tarson. And Rip Steffens, so they're not going to be taking this up away from Kenny. In fact, yes, they will. I stand corrected. I didn't see Lowell chilling out on the backside there. So the AWP will be denied, and as a result of all the madness that's ensued, the likes of the clutch, the economy for EnVyUs has been consistently fairly low, so this is going to force them now into a buy that's not going to be great. Again, that was MBK on the scout, on the B sides, and an AWP for Kenny S. Wrecked. Yep, definitely just got wrecked, mate. Not too far away with the AWP smoke bang. So Mike S can breathe easy. Tarsin actually has the AWP, which is interesting because typically it would be Mike S. So I'm not sure if that was off spawn. Didn't quite catch that, but I will see if he uses the AWP into the next round, if they can retain it. What are you drinking? Just water, I'm boring. How many times did Happy make you nut? I mean, twice, probably. Devil just chilling, looking at the floor. Pretty interesting there. Here comes a flash into the peak, and the UMP is on point with the spray, landing the headshot. So early doors sees Tarsin, who was running with the AWP, dead and buried. Now Mike S has picked it up. And Apex is watching, waiting, preying on the weak, preying on the terrorists that push his location. He can also hear footsteps. That's going to be a call to the rest of his team. And now he spots the peak up in the window as the boost will not be paying off. He must know there's a second player down there as he gets picked off from Mike S on the cross. So a decent little AWP shot there from Mike S, but his team still find themselves a player down with 22 seconds left. They're going to have to get a move on right here, right now. And Kenny S, of course, will deliver the headshot, leaving it all on Lowell. And by headshot, of course, I mean the AWP shot. Not quite the same thing. The same result, though. Do we see a way for Penta to get back into this game, boys? While you answer that question. Kenny S, 12 and 5. Apex, 10 and 7. And then for Penta, it's Lowell, who is by far and away outfragging the rest of his team, actually, on 10 for 7 as well, with 2 assists. So, he needs a bit of support here. He's supporting Cast. At the moment, he is all by his lonesome. MBK jumping up and down with the scout. Stefan's going to be peeking him first if they do go through on this push. Nay. There's quite a lot of nay. Nay, fam. Hell nah. EnVyUs back. Hard to say, really. The Gfinity win definitely would have gave them confidence, but I want to see them in more tournaments. I want to see them in bigger tournaments. I would say that the signs are looking good, though. I'm optimistic. Grenade goes through, and MBK, being a real pain in the rear end, is going to do a bit of damage to Tarsin. Down to 28, he will go. So, scout shot did land on him. Just a chest shot, nothing else. Now Kenny S with the CZ close range to make this one sing for him. Stefan goes down, picks up the Tech 9, and the rest of the terrorists are in jail in BAPS. They can't push out any further. This is now Kenny S to get a second frag. MBK's also going to bag himself one with a scout. Crystal trying to bounce back out with the AK-47 alongside Lowell. But there's the UMP as Devil. It's going to be one side of a tasty Crystal sandwich, the other being happy. And Penta continued to get slaughtered. Are they going to force? They have some round loss bonus coming in, so they can't afford next round. I feel like if you had this economy on CT side, you'd probably force up because you'd have the double eco anyway, but T side it's alright. I don't have a favourite team, dude. I get asked that a lot. I just don't have a favourite team. I have players I really enjoy watching, like Snacks, Guardian, Stewie. I don't have a favourite team, though. So you can hear the footsteps. Ooh, that would have been such a ridiculous shot if he landed that onto Stefan, but this grenade actually could finish it off. There we go, right by the hands. Why the hell not a triple kill, Kenny S? Settle down, mate. 4 kills. Unreal. He's not going to get the ace. It was against an eco, so I can't quite not the same way I did over the happy play. But that's at least a good semi. At least. Full AKs for Penta. And EnVyUs are back in. As they have been. And look at this as well. How many times do you see this? EnVyUs, 4 assault rifles. All of them AK-47s, of course. No M4s to be seen. You've got 9 AKs on the battlefield. For anyone that asks what's better, M4 or AK, I think you just had your answer to that question. Pretty resoundingly so. Kenny's back to his old self, it seems, at least over this last week or so. He's been performing very well. That grenade has damage written all over it. Lowell's going to catch that in his pocket, down to 35. And Penta looking very much toothless on their T aggression so far. I did say at the start of this, I felt like Penta had the better chance than Dusty. I thought Mirage would be far too difficult for them to pick up. And so far, that appears to be the case. Still a bit of time to play with, of course. That's a nice flash into a pick from Lowell. It keeps the fire burning bright. But there's only 30 seconds left on the timer, and Penta still haven't really weakened any of the remaining CTs. There's a solid setup in place too. So 2-2 formation. Whatever happens, Penta are going to be up against the crossfire. There's MBK with the first one, and now Penta is just going to push right in. It has to come down to the entry. Oh, Lowell with a beautiful headshot onto Happy. I thought it was a one-tap at first, but he did spray down towards the end. And there's a second one. Lowell is really shifting through the gears. Apex has to try and clutch this 1 on 3. All 3 players are low, though. This is actually doable by Apex's standards. Misses out on the first shot. He's got a kit as well, but no nades. This is where grenades would be so deadly for the terrorists. First headshot has delivered, though, for Apex. He knows roughly where the second player is. It's going to be Lowell. He's picked that one up too. But now he's probably going to think this third player is around the short side. And unfortunately for him, Mike S was chilling next to the truck. EnVyUs will not get another sick clutch. Penta will take up a third round, but very close in the end. Nice try from Apex. Double ops in play, MBK. I assume he'll just be playing on B again. Obviously, Kenny S in window. And, oh, this looks like it's going to be a fast A hit. Typically, the A hits have not been paying off the Penta, though. They've been completely shut down. Apex, who's played this position a couple of times already today with the MP9, is now going to be running it with the M4. And there's the flash into peak, but Lowell answers back. That could be the green light given for the fast all-out push, but Happy in the meanwhile takes down the two-pronged attack. They wanted to push someone through connector too, and now it's going to be very one-dimensional from Penta, and you assume they'll get picked off. I'm sure Happy just saw the head. I'm surprised he didn't actually see the head of Mike S, who was at the back of the site. I swear I did on his screen anyway, but that's going to cost him his life. MBK's Incendiary could do some serious damage. It lands a bit too deep, but he gets the double kill. Lowell does just about get cooked on the edge, and Team EnVyUs continue to clutch. Penta continue to fall at the finish line. And now their economy is busted. How many times have we even seen clutches from EnVyUs? That must have been the 4th or 5th time. Kenny's 19 frags already, by the way, and we haven't hit half-time yet. What can you do against Apex when he's like this? Just so aggressive. Devil caught in 2 minds with his grenade out in his hands. And he's going to get at least 1 kill, so it's not a terrible trade, all things considered. Could have gone a whole lot worse. But this is going to afford Penta the chance to get the plants. The bomb's a little bit late to the site, but actually they haven't been able to cross, so I say they're going to be getting the plant. That's not a guarantee just yet. It's still around Tetris. Look at Happy! He has this reputation of being like a super passive, like lurker. Nah, screw that noise, boys. Through the smoke with the USP. Come at me, bro. The one-man army shuts it down on Sandwich, and now Penta have a force bite in the last round of the half. And Crystal, who's typically a player on Penta, you're expecting to see like a bunch of frags come from. He's 4 and 13. I mean, that's not really what you want to see. Penta back to another A hit. So Crystal's going to be taking point with the Deagle, so he can get himself the 1-tap. Straight out. Apex is going to get the better of him, and here comes the spray, and, well, I'm getting deja vu, boys. We've been here before. It's an A hit that is going to be squashed very, very comfortably. Mike S from EnVyUs gets caught switching weapons. 12-3. EnVyUs are looking dominant. Wonder what Penta comms are like at this point. That's a good point. Probably dejected, honestly. When you think of the plays, like, yeah, it's 12-3. It looks really bad for Penta. But let's keep into account that we've had 4 or 5 clutches, some of which have been absolutely nuts, like 2v4 clutches, aces, MBKs, sick double. On another day, this could easily be like an 8-7 half. So I don't know if Penta takes some kind of positive out of that and say, look, this could have been a much closer game if they just, you know, the heads out really low and they're wondering what if we'd have got those rounds going our way. It's really hard to say, honestly, but I don't really want to give any fake optimism. This map should be closed out now. Like, EnVyUs, I don't see how EnVyUs lose from this point, especially when you've got players performing so crazy good on the side. Is Penta still the best team in the world?
What?
I have to hope that's a troll. Usually EnVyUs' T sides have seemed to be worse than Mirage lately. That may very well be true, but the way EnVyUs has been playing, like with how good Apex has been, I just don't see them not getting this from this point. Are they? Yes. Penta, you get Counter-Strike. Please detect the heavy sarcasm. You get Counter-Strike. Penta are the best team in the world. EnVyUs are pretty trash. So, it's a really surprising result. What am I drinking? What's up? Is that Mark B? How you doing? Have I seen Dan M's channel? I have indeed. Yeah, of course, someone's gonna now oddshot that or like take that recording and then say like, "Nez actually thinks Penta are a really sick team, like best team in the world. What a trash caster, what a scrub." Brilliant. What role do I do? What do you mean, as a caster or as a player? As a caster, I'm a play-by-play caster. As a player, I mean, all I really play is matchmaking. I don't play for a team or anything. But I suppose if I had to label my role, it would be entry frag / lurk, I guess. Why is MBK so few impact frags? Pisborough, have you... is it Siberia? Siberia, maybe? Have you seen this game, dude? He's landed some crazy impact kills. He's landed like 2 or 3 huge clutches. Been playing very well. Lowell continues to be the only player on Penta that is even remotely performing right now. I mean, there's 21 frags on the rest of his team and he's got 17. What? Penta, please. Sort it out, mate. MBK off by himself actually does land so much damage onto Lowell, down to 22. Right off the bat. Yeah, I'm a lurk caster. Come out of nowhere and just scream in your ears, play really loud music, and then leave again. Rank, I'm silver. Silver 1, if that even exists. So Penta are setting up for the retake. Apex for the block. Spam is going to take down Tarsin. And EnVyUs are looking to finish this off briskly, shortly. They don't want to play any further part in this matchup. And Penta have a really tall task ahead of them if they want to try and keep this map alive. Mike S gets executed. Face plants on the desk. And now Crystal is going to be coming in with his P2000. He's the last remaining player. He's been having a bit of a lackluster map. And Kenny S will silence him with MBK getting the assist. That's probably all she wrote. If you get any pro player skills to yourself, whose would you take? I'd take Simple. That amount of potential and talent? Give me that. Yes, please. So I'd be like Simple with the skills and talents, but not like trying to eat all my teammates. Or bite their heads off. Kenny's been tagged, down to 9, has the Mac 10, so it's not the end of the world, but Penta have such a lackluster amount of weapons to play with. The AK now has been picked up by Stefan, but here we go as Louis Carson comes in. 2 players now very low. So Penta may be able to salvage this round. It's asking a lot. MBK, okay then mate, just on a swivel, smashes Tarsin. Mike S and Stefan, one of which is in Palace, but the smoke in his eyes, he can't really stop anything. We're faking the bomb, try and draw out the CT. They seem to realise that Stefan's somewhere around that location. Mike S just chilling outside a window, coming through the motor holes, and now be pushing in. Lives up to its name as he has been devastated courtesy of Happy, and now he's about to get picked off from the side, and EnVyUs will keep the win streak going. Am I casting any more games after this? No, this is the end of the EU side of the EPL for tonight. Not sure when the next B stream matches are coming up. I think it might be a little bit of a break. Obviously on the main stream there's still going to be games coming up over the next couple of weeks or whatever, but this is it done for me, at least for tonight. Do you think the UK scene will ever be as big as the EU or NA? Not right now. It's too much inward squabbling with players, but pull that forward for a second. My Kess gets a 2-for-1 with the shotgun, farming the kills. Get off my land. The apps is his, but Happy may have a couple of things to say about that one with 3 quick fire AK frags, and now my Kess has gone down in a blink of an eye. 4 kills go back the way of the terrorists, and Stefan with his 5-7. Both players low. This is 5-7 territory for sure, and Kenny could be the first man to fall. This 2-on-1 confrontation. He also has an incendiary, which is something you should watch out for. It's about to be tossed towards the side. Kenny is about to get hot in there. Gets put out into the open. The 5-7 will reign supreme. And now Happy's AK will have to contend with the 5-7. There is a smoke. Stefan could throw this on the site and maybe try and draw out Happy. He's got a flash as well and a kit. This could be Ninja defuse territory. He's actually been using this. Why hasn't he used his smoke just yet? I have no idea what's going on. Finally, he's going to use it, but it's too little too late. But Happy gets picked off anyway, and Stefan's going to get the clutch. He has enough time for the defuse. And Penta will live another round at least. I'm so curious why he didn't throw the smoke earlier. I was getting a bit worried for the man. I'll probably just go ahead and stream after this, I guess. Smoke on ramp. Gotta keep EnVyUs there for now. 16-14 comeback. I don't know, boys. With the first one, but here comes the counter push onto A. Stefan with the spray down. MBK will answer back, and Happy in the meanwhile. No huge surprises where he's pushing. It's going to be up through underpass. My guess will take him down though. And fair play, Penta CT side seems to be holding pretty well so far. They've had some hiccups, of course. Their economy hasn't ever been stabilized, but they're landing the frags where it counts. MBK is peering into jungle. Needs to be so careful once that smoke clears. Tarson could very well have a peek, plus Lowell's there as well. MBK dropping down. Tarson can hear all of this. The spray through the boxes. Best sim, and it's not going to be the plan anytime soon. Kenny S, though, in up 1-on-3. The flash tossed out by the CTs. Not going to be deterring him too much. He doesn't have any Kevlar, but you know that if Kenny's on form, he's going to land these shots anyway. Has just spotted Tarson hopping up and back. There's the flashbang coming around the corner as Kenny S is going to have 2 CTs to contend with. Too much to deal with. He's basically forced into it because of the time. And EnVyUs will not be closing out the map just yet. Double ops in play for Penta. What's in the mainstream? I'm not actually sure what game it is, but there will be another match on the mainstream right now. Maybe someone can type in chat what the mainstream is. Nade only doing 8 damage. If MBK kept pushing, there would have been a lot more, but a chunk of his health. There, that's more like it. The grenade onto Kenny S, down to 1. Oh, what a one-tap that is from MBK. He's looking for the second one. Tarson has to be so careful. Peeking MBK in this kind of form could very well spell doom. Oh my goodness, not like this, Penta. Not like this. You are starting to get some kind of momentum going your way. Stefan's still playing to get a frag. There's Apex. That's 3 separate terrorists who've landed 1 deeks now. And Devil with the deagle is now going to pick up the AWP. Tarson will drop him, but he's now the last remaining CT. As Kenny S. meanwhile got his frag with the deagle. So 4 separate players have got kills this round. All with deagles, all with one-taps. Can MBK pick up his second? Tarson's going to miss out on the opportunity, and there's MBK. Team EnVyUs are going to pick up another round, putting them in 10 match points. And PENTA just got dismantled. So it looks like it may be the beginning of the end. EnVyUs will shoot up 10 and 5 in the EPL if they convert this. This will put them in a pretty good position to get themselves qualified. Happy and Devil are there. Kenny Essen meanwhile is watching the back. This is a shot, but opens up for the Tech 9 the sidearm. Trusty as ever, leaving Lowell, the player that started this half in really good form, is now actually struggling a little bit, but he's going to have to try and clutch this if he wants to keep his team in it. Smoke some mollies in his eyes, and now he's going to be looking at grenade lands by his feet. And there we go. Apex is going to round it off. 2-0 in the end sees EnVyUs take it in style. The first map was full of twists and turns. The second map had some crazy plays that I'm sure on Reddit right now. Happy in particular. What was that ace? What was that triple nade? I'll never quite understand. But it was a very enjoyable night of Counter-Strike. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. My name's Metis. !Caster if you want to hit me up on Twitter. And that's me done for now. I'm going to go ahead and get myself a drink. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Check out the main stream as well. I'm sure it'll still be going on, or maybe it's just about to come to a close. There's still more Counter-Strike being played. I believe there's also an NA side later on this evening, so you should definitely check that out too. But for me, I'm going to head off. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Take care of yourselves.